Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Welcome into the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the 2018 Northwest Regional Tournament as we move to Game 2 on the day, where Idaho will host Alaska. It's Mountain View Toros versus Juneau Post 25, and it is Juneau who is the visiting team, so we'll go ahead and start with their lineups as the rest of the lineups are being announced. Zeb Story, number 6, the shortstop, will lead things off. Number 16, Donovan McCurley, the third baseman. Number 16 will bat second. Batting third will be number 5, Michael Caesar. He's the catcher. The first baseman, Casey Watts, number 11, will bat fourth. Batting fifth is number 32, Robert Cox. He'll be in right field. Number 22, Owen Mendoza, will be at second base. The pitcher, number 18, Phil Well, will bat seventh. Batting eighth is Gabe Story, the center fielder, and the left fielder, Bryson Echeverry, number 3, will round it out. For Idaho, it is Braxton Mills, number 1, in left field, leading off. John Milner, the shortstop, number 5, will bat second. Batting third will be number 17, Carson Smith, at second base. Riley Harrison, number 9, will be in right field, batting fourth. Batting fifth is number 22, Matthew Reynolds. He'll hold down first. Designated hitter will bat sixth, number 2, Cale Lefevre. Number 4, Isaiah Vega, will be the third baseman, number 7, batting seventh. Batting eighth is number 25, Charlie Tettinger. He is the catcher. Number 3, Blake Jablonski, the center fielder, will round it out. So our Legion, as we have to update the scoreboard here for the game, as I didn't get to that in between, and I apologize. Just about ready to play ball here at Legion's Field, and we'll have the national anthem. So we'll step aside for a few moments while we have the anthem. Back right after this with First Pitch on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy good food and good times. With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week.
With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the ceremonial first pitch of the game. Thrown out by the veteran of the game as we get set to go between the Alaska Juneau Post 25 and Mountain View Toros. Alaska versus Idaho in game number 2. Game 1, well, that would be Medford, Oregon falling to Sela Pepsi Pack 4-3. Pepsi Pack coming back at the end to get the win. So Washington will play the winner of the 4 o'clock game between Hawaii and the Billings Royals, and Oregon will face the loser of that game. Next game at 4 p.m. Let's meet our officials for today's game. Brian Larson behind the plate. Chris Aldinger is at first base. Second base is Leo Curiel. He is the UIC. And Randy Sutton at third base. On the bump for Alaska is Phil Wall, and our first pitch will be thrown out by, and I wrote down the first name, but I didn't write down the last name, Yancey, Jaden Yancey. So Yancey on the bump as we get ready to go. It will be Zeb Story to lead things off for Alaska as we get set to go on the 2018 Northwest Regional Tournament, second game of the day. Next 2 games will be audio streams. The 4 and 7 o'clock game are audio stream only. As we get set to go. So Zeb Story to lead off for Alaska. Alaska back again. They reached Juneau Post 25. They were here last year for the tournament. And for Idaho, the Toros, their first trip to Missoula. Here's the first pitch of the inning, or the game. It's up high for a ball, and it's at 103. Great job by the Missoula Osprey grounds crew to get this one ready as we finished up right at 2:26. Here's the pitch, and we'll go even at 1 now on the count. To Story. Story is the shortstop for Juneau. Here's the pitch, and it's over the plate for strike 2. So Yancey getting right into it. Donovan McCurley in the on-deck circle as we get an even count at 2. The pitch. Swung on. This one's down the first base line, and it'll be the first out of the inning. The ground out takes us to the third baseman, number 16, Donovan McCurley. So 1 out and nobody on. Here's the pitch, and it's over the plate for strike 1. Second pitch is outside on the right-hand batter to go even at 1 to McCurley. Michael Caesar in the on-deck circle. The pitch. And we'll have ball 2. Alaska, managed by Jeremy Ludman. And we'll get strike 2 on that pitch. 2-2 on the count with nobody on and 1 out. Here's the pitch. And we'll be full at 3-2. Full count, 1 out, nobody on. Here's the Yancey pitch. And we'll have the first walk of the game to put a runner on for Alaska. So we go to Michael Caesar now. The catcher, number 5. Here's the stretch. And the first pitch will come in. Nice job by the catcher to hold on to it, and we'll have ball 1. Sun streaking in on the board out there, so I'll do my best to read what the board is and keep up. Here's the pitch. Runner at first looked like he was going to go. It's going to foul right back at us. And we'll have an even count at 1. One on the count. Throw to first. The runner is back. 1 out, 1 on. Michael Caesar. Here's the Yancey pitch. Runner is going to go this time. The throw to second is not in time as the shortstop cannot hold on to the ball. Pitch thrown will get us to strike 2. And Alaska now with 1 out and 1 on. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's down the first base line, foul, and batter will stay alive at 1-2. So 1-2 on the count, pitch on the way, runner at second. This one's going to roll to the first baseman. He's going to win the race to the base. And that will be out number 2 as the runner at second advances to third. So 2 down now with a runner at third, and number 11, Casey Watts, the first baseman, comes to the plate. Here's the pitch, and that'll be over the plate for strike 1. So Yancey has pitched a good first inning, did walk the second batter, but outside of that, he's been right over the plate. Here's the pitch, swung on. This one's fouled off to get us to strike 2. So the Toros looking to hold the runner at third for Alaska. The pitch high for ball 1. Our 4 o'clock game, folks, will be Hawaii and the Montana State champions of Billings Royals. Here's the pitch, and we'll go even at 2 to Watts. Robert Cox in the on-deck circle with 2 outs and a runner at third. And we'll get a full count at 3-2. Casey Watts, first at bat of the game. Here's the pitch. And he'll walk the second batter, put runners at, or he'll walk the fourth batters to put runners at first and third.
The right fielder, number 32, Robert Cox.
We go to Robert Cox now. Robert Cox is the right fielder, number 32. Here's the pitch. Fouled off for strike 1. Yancey walking the second and fourth batter, with McCurley throw to first on the pickoff. McCurley is at third. Throwback, trying to hold that runner over there at first. Here's the pitch. And we'll have ball one. So even count at one to Cox. Owen Mendoza in the on-deck circle for Alaska. The pitch. And we'll have strike two. One, two on the count. Two outs, runners at first and third. This one's going to be down the third base line, and that will bring the runner home from third. Alaska will score the first run of the game. Off the line drive down the third base line.
Second baseman number 22.
Bringing in Donovan McCurley. And with two outs, we go to the second baseman, number 22, Owen Mendoza. Runners at second and third, step away. And this one's going to be fouled down the first base line. First baseman says he's got it. He's backed in the bullpen. He does, and that's the side. So 1 run earned, 2 left on for Alaska. We go to the bottom of the first, 1-0 Juneau. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you checked out the Garden of Eden video of the week at mpsn406.com? Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage and email us the video. Yours just might go viral. mpsn.com, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the bottom of the first inning where Alaska has taken a 1-0 lead over Idaho. It is post 25 Juneau and Mountain View Toros out of Idaho on the docket for game number 2. Phil Wall, number 18, on the bump for Alaska. And to lead off, it'll be Braxton Mills. John Milner will go to the on-deck circle, and Carson Smith in the hole for Idaho. Love the bright orange. You don't see that very often, but the bright orange of the Toros. So Braxton Mills, number 1, the left fielder, ready to go in the box here. A gathering on the mound as Phil Wall will settle in. Wall now ready for the first pitch of the game. Swung on. It's high over second base. The center fielder will come in, and the pop out will be the first out of the inning. 1 down.
Number 5, John Milner.
So now we go to John Milner, the shortstop, number 5. And Milner is going to pop this one into left field, and that will be out number 2. So 2 pitches, 2 down. Couldn't ask for anything more than that for Alaska. Number 17, Carson Smith, the second baseman, now at the plate. Phil Wall getting the ball to come off the bat where it needs to. Here's the pitch. And he'll let it go by for strike 1. Riley Harrison in the on-deck circle. Swung on. This one's going to roll to center field, and Idaho will have their first hit of the game.
The right fielder, number 9, Riley Harrison.
So that'll take us to Riley Harrison, number 9, the right fielder. 2 outs, runner at first, and this one's going to roll to the second baseman. He'll pick it up in the dirt. The throw to first is on target, and that's the side. So Idaho gets one on board, but they'll leave him there. We go to the top of the second. Alaska 1, Idaho 0. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Allegiance Field in Ogren Park, Missoula, Montana for the 2018 Northwest Regional Tournament. And leading off for Alaska, it's the bottom of their order, number 18, Phil Wall. The 7-8-9 batters scheduled on the inning. The pitcher. Pitcher versus pitcher duel to start the top of the second, and the first pitch will be inside for ball 1. Gabe Story, as this one's to the first baseman, he'll pick it up on the hop and touches the bag for out number 1. So we go to Gabe Story, the center fielder, number 4. Alaska, post 25. Here's the pitch, and we'll have ball 1. Up high for ball 2. So 2-0 on the count. Pitch on the way. Slides over the plate for strike 1. So 2-1 on the count to Story. And we'll get ball 3. Bottom of the order in the on-deck circle for Alaska with 1 out and nobody on. This one's going to be banged into right field. Right fielder with the back pedal gets it. No, he can't hold on to it in the glove, and Alaska will have a runner on off the air. And they're going to count that as a hit, so we'll go ahead and agree. So that takes us to Bryson Echeverry. First pitch is low for ball 1. Echeverry the left fielder. Bunt laid down. It's going to be a high popper that finds its way over the fence into the seating down the first base line, and we'll have strike one. Top of the order in the on-deck circle for Alaska with 1 out and 1 on. They lead 1-0. Throw to first on the pickoff. Bunt, and this one's going to be hopped into the dugout for strike 2. So 1-2 on the count. 1 out and a runner at first. Top of the order in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be over the shortstop's head. Center fielder will come up, and the line drive will put runners at first and second. And Alaska going to work here in the top of the second inning. We swing to the top of the order to the shortstop, number 6, Zeb Story. Jaden Yancey, bunt laid down, it hugs the third base line, but it's going to be called foul for strike 1. That was a smartly placed bunt, but didn't get the roll. And we go 0-1 on the count. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Alaska with a 1-0 lead. Zeb Story at the plate. Here's the pitch, bunt showing, and we'll have ball 1. 1-1 on the count. Here's the pitch by Yancey. Swung on. It's going to find the hole. Runner's going to be around from second on his way home from third, and Alaska will find themselves up 2-0 over Idaho.
Number 16, Donovan McCurley.
So we go to the third baseman, number 16, Donovan McCurley. So McCurley. Here's the pitch. Bunt laid down the third base line. Nicely miscommunication. That should have been the third baseman, and the runner will reach off the bunt. And Alaska will have loaded bases with 1 out. We go to Michael Cesar. Loaded bases with 1 out. Yancey with the pitch. And it'll slide over the plate for strike 1. So Casey Watts in the on-deck circle with loaded bases and 1 out for Alaska. Top of 2, Juneau leads Mountain View 2-0 with the high pitch, getting us an even count at 1. Cesar ground out to first, his first at-bat. This one's going to be hit shortstop, line drive, throw to first, and not able to hold on to it. Runners at second and third will advance, and Alaska will earn a run. We are going to mark that one as an error to Idaho. As Echeverry comes home, and runners at second and third now. 2 outs. Pitch on the way. And this one's popped into left field. Left fielder will find it in the big blue sky. It's in the glove, and that's the side. So Alaska earns 2. They leave 2. And we go to the bottom of the second, 3-0 Juneau. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of prep sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome to the bottom of the second inning where Juneau, Alaska leads Mountain View Toros of Idaho 3-0. It is the Toros' turn to bat, and it is the 5, 6, 7 batters. Matthew Reynolds, number 22, the first baseman, the first one up, and he had a couple of good outs as some ground balls were hit to him, and he would get up out of the dirt and make the race to the bag and put those Alaska runners down, but here's the first pitch by Phil Wall, number 18, and it's popped up over second into center field. It's high in the sky, but it's in the glove for out number 1. So the pop-out takes us to the designated hitter, number 2, Cale Lefevre. So Lefevre settles in with Wall on the pitch. It'll slide over the plate for strike 1. Brian Larson, our plate umpire, with the call from the gut. Larson looking to call it quits as we have strike 2. He's been a fixture here with local baseball for a long time now. And the second out of the inning will be a strikeout.
Third baseman, number 4, Isaiah Vega.
And he was looking, folks. That'll be the first K of the game for Walt. We now move to Isaiah Vega, the third baseman, his first at-bat on the game. Here's the pitch, and we'll be outside on the right-handed batter for ball 1. Charlie Tettinger in, and this was going to be a line drive into left field, and Idaho will have their first runner on of the inning and their second hit of the game with 2 outs. So we go to the catcher, number 25, Charlie Tettinger. Here's the pitch, and it'll be outside on the left-handed batter for ball 1. Tettinger, the 8-hole batter on the game. Here's the pitch, and we'll have ball 2. Allegiance Field at Ogren Park is home of the Missoula Osprey Pioneer League team. They are an affiliate of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Here's the pitch by Wall, and we'll have ball 3. But Allegiance Field is the Osprey are the only team in baseball or in professional sports, period, that their mascot lives in its natural habitat within the stadium as we get strike 1 now to the catcher. Pretty awesome to have your mascot live right inside of your stadium. Here's the pitch. Runner's going to go. This one's a live drive into center. It's in the glove, and that is the side. So Idaho gets one on, but they leave him there. We go to the top of the third. Alaska 3, Idaho 0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to Allegiance Field at Ogren Park. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Coleman Caton on the camera play for today's game. Next, just a reminder, the next 2 games, 4 and 7, will be audio stream only. We have a local TV group that's coming in to do the Montana games. So those are the only two games on the weekend, on the tournament, that will have no video on the stream, but that's okay, folks. We'll get you a really great play call on the play. So we go to the top of the third. Alaska 3, Idaho 0. It's the middle of the order. 5, 6, 7 batters with Robert Cox, number 32, the right fielder, to start things off. Jaden Yancey on the bump, and his first pitch will be low for ball 1. Owen Mendoza in the on-deck circle for Alaska. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to roll past the second baseman, hop at the fringe, and Alaska will have a runner on at first off the grounder into right field. We go to Owen Mendoza, number 22, the second baseman. 1 on, no outs, and the first pitch to Mendoza will slide over the inside of the plate for strike 1. Phil Wall in the on-deck circle for Alaska. Here's the pitch, and that one will find its way over the plate for strike 2. So Yancey putting runners on in the first 2 innings, and now he's kind of closing down on the 0-2. Pitches outside to get ball 1. For Mendoza, he would have a pop out down the first base line foul. He would be the final out of the first inning. Here's the pitch. This one's golfed out of the dirt, bounces to the shortstop, the hop to second, down the line to first, and the double play is turned. 6-4-3, and that's 2 down, and the bases are cleared. We go to Phil Wall, the pitcher. Two outs. Nobody on. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to find the hole in the gap down right field. Runner is around to first, and Alaska will have their 7th hit of the game.
Number 4, Gabe Story.
We go to Gabe Story, the center fielder now, number 4. Here's the pitch, and Story will let it go by for ball 1. Bottom of the order in the on-deck circle for Alaska. 2 outs, runner at first. Here's the pitch, swung on. This is going to bounce over the pitcher. The second baseman will win the run to the bag, and that's a side. So Alaska will get one on, but they leave them there. We go to the bottom of the third. Alaska leading Idaho. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. Welcome back to Allegiance Field at Ogren Park. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the bottom of the third inning where Post 25 out of Juneau, Alaska leads Mountain View Toros of Idaho 3-0. It's the 9-hole batter due up for the Toros. Number 3, Blake Jablonski, the center fielder. Phil Wall on the bump, and the first pitch of the inning is on its way over the plate for strike 1. Beautiful day here in Missoula, Montana. I see one cloud, but we're not going to jinx it as we have a ball in the dirt for ball 1. Even count at 1. Here in the bottom of the third, we find the bottom of the order for Idaho. Here's the pitch by Wall, and he'll slide that one over the plate for strike 2. Brian Larson, our plate umpire, with a deep call on the strike. The pitch, and we'll go even at 2. So the top of the order stands in the on-deck circle with nobody out and nobody on. Swung on. That one's going to be foul down the third base line. Keeps us at 2-2 on the count. Supposed to be in the upper 90s today in Missoula. It's August, which means that it is fire season. We're at 86 right now on our game time temp. The pitch. Swung on. This one will find the gap. It'll hop in front of the shortstop. And Idaho will have a hit and a runner at first. Swings us to the top of the order to Braxton Mills, number 1. Mills hanging out in left field. Left fielder for Alaska is very deep. This one's going to be off the bat. Shortstop will pick it up. The throw to second will not be on target. Runner will advance from second to third off of the error by Alaska. Looking to pick up the fielder's choice, and it's going to result in a hit and an error. So we move to John Milner with nobody out and runners at first and third for the Toros. Phil Wall with the stretch. And we'll have ball 1. Carson Smith in the on-deck circle. with runners at first and third. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be into right field. It'll hop in front of the right fielder. Idaho will tag at third. Runner will come home, and the Toros will have their first run of the game with runners at first and second and no outs.
Number 17, Carson Smith.
That'll take us to Carson Smith, the second baseman, and the first pitch to Smith. That one was tough, as the shortstop had to sky to get the ball from the pitcher and came down on top of the runner at second. Our umpire at second base, Leo Curel, checking on him, and now we get back into the action. The throw was a pitch. Bunt laid down. It's going to be behind the plate and even us out at 1. So no outs. Runners at first and second, and Mountain View Toros with a run on the board to make it 3-1 Alaska. Carson Smith, first hit of the game for Idaho in the first inning. Grounder to right field, and the bunt will take us to strike 2. 1-2 on the count to the second baseman, Riley Harrison, in the on-deck circle for Idaho. Alaska looking for the first out of the inning. Here's the pitch, and it'll be outside to take us even on the count at 2. Runners at first and second take their lead. Here's the 2-2 by Wall. Swung on. This one's going to be golfed into left field, and the left fielder will have it in the glove. That's out number 1. Runners in first and second will hold. And with the first out of the inning away, we go to number 9, Riley Harrison, the right fielder. Harrison now waits for the pitch, and it's in the dirt. Runners will hold at first and second, and we'll have ball 1. For Harrison, he'd be the final out of the first inning, a grounder to the second baseman with a quick step on the bag. Here's the pitch. Foul back, and we'll have strike 1. So even count at 1 for Harrison. Matthew Reynolds in the on-deck circle with 1 out and runners at first and second for Idaho. Kind of digging these Idaho Toros jerseys. Of course, orange is my favorite color, as this one's batted off the grips for strike 2. A little partial to the orange, if I don't say so myself. Love the navy blue and orange socks, although as this one's going to tag the runner in the back and load the bases up for Idaho with 1 out. And we go to Matthew Reynolds, the first baseman, number 22. So loaded bases with 1 out, and that will bring out pitching coach for Alaska to check in with Wall. The catcher, Michael Cesar, will join the visit. Quick visit as Wall back on the bump. One out, Loaded bases for Idaho. They've earned 1 run here in the bottom of the third. Looking to add. Here's the pitch. And we'll have ball 1. Matthew Reynolds. Pop out to center, his first at bat. Here's the 1-0 by Wall. Swung on. It's going to bounce down the line. Third baseman will step on the bag. The throw to first will be on target. And that is the side. So the double play cleans the bases, and we go to the top of the fourth with Juneau 3, Mountain View 1. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Garden of Reading has a large stock of books, gifts, music, toys, and more. Stop into Sacred Grounds for their full-service coffee bar featuring Missoula's best gourmet coffee. While you're there, pick up a pound of Garden of Reading's award-winning fudge and get a half pound for free. Garden of Reading is Missoula's home for the best dietary supplement, Define 8. Garden of Reading is located at 2621 Brook Street. Garden of Reading is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Allegiance Field, Ogren Park, home of the Missoula Osprey Pioneer League Baseball, affiliate of the Arizona Diamondbacks. We go to the top of the fourth inning where Juneau Post 25 of Alaska leads Mountain View Toros from Idaho 3-1. And for Juneau, it's the bottom of their order, Bryson Echeverry, and the first pitch by Yancey will be over the plate for strike 1. Echeverry, the left fielder. Line drive to center field. This one's popped up to center and in the glove, and that's out number 1 on the inning. Swings us to the top of the order for Alaska to Zeb Story. And these Alaska boys, they were a lot of fun last year. I know we're into the first game here, but last year these guys, or the second game, Alaska's first game, these guys were a lot of fun to have around last year as the first pitch comes in as ball 1. Here's the pitch, and we'll be low for ball 2. 2-0 on the count to the shortstop. Here's Yancey. And this will slide over the plate to get a strike 1. Donovan McCurley in the on-deck circle for Alaska. Here's the pitch. Letting it go by for strike 2, and we're even on the count at 2. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This is going to bounce out to the shortstop. He'll get it on the hop. The throw to first is on target, and that's out number 2. So the ground out to the shortstop takes us to the third baseman, Donovan McCurley, number 16. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of 4. Alaska with a 3-1 lead over Idaho. Our previous game saw Medford, Oregon lead 1-0 until the 6th inning. And then in the top of the 7th, the Pepsi Pack would come back from Washington and get the win 4-3. Here's the 1-0 by Yancey. We'll go to ball 2. We'll have high school sports starting here very soon. Pitch on the way. Swung on. This is going to be foul backwards to get a strike one. A lot of these young men do play multiple sports, and, well, some of them are missing out on their fall opening week of practice. I know here in Missoula, the young people at the high school level, they got into practice on Monday. Monday was their first official day to practice. Golf here in Montana will have its first tournament next week, as this one is into center field. It's high and in the glove, and that's the side. So 1, 2, 3 for Alaska in the top of the fourth. Idaho will look to notch some more runs. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome to the bottom of the fourth inning, Game 2 of the 2018 Northwest Regional Tournament. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Allegiance Field in Ogren Park, where we have Alaska Juneau Post 25 leading the Toros of Mountain View out of Idaho 3-1. It is the Toros inning to bat, and Cale Lefevre, the designated hitter, to lead off the inning. So 6, 7, 8 batters scheduled on the inning for the Toros. Phil Wall on the bump, found himself in a little bit of a jam in the last half inning, but worked himself out. Here's the first pitch of the inning by Wall, and it'll slide over the plate for strike one. Our plate umpire, Brian Larson from the Missoula pool. We've got two Missoula boys as Max Cannon here as well. Our umpire-in-chief, Leo Curiel from Las Vegas. Christ Aldinger from Meridian, Idaho, as we'll have an even count at 1 now. Eric Holden from Yakima and Randy Sutton from Natchez, Washington. The pitch comes in over the plate to get us to strike 2. Both pitchers dealing out a good game here in game number 2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul down the line, and the designated hitter will stay alive at 1-2. Here's the pitch. And it's swung on, and Wall will have his second strikeout of the game for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. That moves us to the third baseman, Isaiah Vega. So Vega to settle in with 1 out, nobody on, and the first pitch by Wall will be low for ball 1. Charlie Tettinger in the on-deck circle with 1 out and nobody on for Idaho. Bottom of 4 in a 7-inning game. Here's the pitch, and we'll have ball 2. So Wall falling behind at 2-0 to the third baseman. Here's the stretch by Wall. And we'll have ball 3. So Wall not able to get into the zone Here's the pitch, and we'll have the first walk for Wall, putting a runner at first with one out. Takes us to the catcher, number 25, Charlie Tettinger. And it looks like Idaho putting a man in the bullpen down the third base line. As soon as he turns around, that's number 2, Cale Lefevre. First pitch, though, to the catcher is a ball. 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of 4. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to roll into right field. And the runner from first is around the corner at second. The throw is not going to be made to third. And with 1 out, Idaho will have runners on the corners. Takes us to the bottom of the order for the Toros. Number 3, Blake Jablonski, the center fielder. Here's the pitch, and it'll come in high for ball 1. Cesar jumping out of the stirrups, looking like he was going to throw down the first base line, but pulls it back in. Wall with the 1-0. Swung on. This one's into left field. Left field's got to back up, and he's going to get it over his head. Runner from third is on his way home. It's all the way to the wall. It's picked up. The throw is made. They'll hold the runner up at third, and a stand-up double for Jablonski to earn the run to make it 3-2. Alaska, and we swing to the top of the order. Braxton Mills, the left fielder for Idaho. Here's the pitch outside for ball 1. And the designated hitter, Lefevre, in the bullpen, warming up down the third base line. Phil Wall on the bump. Here's the first pitch to Mills. And that one's going to tag the batter to load the bases up. And that's the second hit by pitch of the game for Wall. So 1 out and loaded bases. Catcher's going to go ahead and go out and check in with his pitcher. Catcher is such a, I don't know how to say it. I don't want to say unloved, but they don't get as much due as I feel they should. Here's Wall with the first pitch to the shortstop, and it'll be fouled off for strike 1. As a catcher, you have baseballs hucked at you all game long. You're the general, so you see the whole field. You got to see everything, make the calls. You're getting the pitch call from the dugout. As Wall throws the second pitch, it'll be swung on for a strike 2. On top of all of that, folks, you've also got to play shrink. Got to go out and make sure that your pitcher's checked in and doing what he's supposed to. It's a tough gig to be a catcher. I have a lot of respect for catchers. Here's the pitch, and we'll have ball 1. All the pitchers I've seen today so far have done a great job of keeping the ball in front of them. Here's the pitch. Swung on, off the grips, foul, and we'll stay alive at 1-2. 1 out. Loaded bases for Idaho. They've been in this situation before. Phil Wall on the bump, trying to work out of the inning. Here's the pitch by Wall. And we'll have an even count of 2 as Cesar keeps it in front of him. The pitch. Swung on. This one's over the pitcher's head. It'll roll into center field. They're going to bring runners around from third. Runner from second is around the corner. And Idaho has taken a 1-run lead over Alaska, 4-3. Off the line drive into center. And that takes us to Carson Smith. 1 out. Runners at first and second now, and the first pitch to Smith is over the plate. Smith is the second baseman for Idaho. As Cesar goes out to the mound and checks in with Wall, hands him the ball directly over. So runners at first and second with 1 out. Tough inning for Alaska. No movement in the bullpen, though, for post 25. Here's the pitch, and that one will be ball 1. So even count at 1 to Smith. Smith with a fly out to left field, his last at bat. Here's the 1-1 by Wall. Swung on, fouled off, first base line, and we'll have strike 2. Smith settling in to the box with Riley Harrison in the on-deck circle with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off, and the batter stays live at 1-2. Next game, folks, is at 4 o'clock. It will have Hawaii, post 35, and the Billings Royals of Montana, the Montana state champion. Here's the pitch. And the batter will be struck out for out number 2. Strikes him out looking. That'll be the third one for Wall. We go to Riley Harrison now, the right fielder. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Here's the pitch to Harrison. And that one nearly across the shin. Almost getting the batter, but we'll have ball 1. Harrison hit by a pitch, his last at bat. Swung on for strike 1. Even count at 1. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Throw to second, but not in time. Throw down the line to first. The tag, and they punch him out. The runner at first not paying attention, and he's punched out, and that's the side. So 1 left on. Idaho earns 2, and they take the lead. Or earns 3, they take the lead 4-3. Top of 5th coming up right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN as we go to the top of the fifth inning where Idaho leads Alaska 4-3 in the 2018 Northwest Regional Tournament. Winner moves on to the Legion Summer Classic next week. Here's the first pitch of the inning, and it's going to tag the leadoff batter, Michael Cesar, in the back, and he'll get his base. That'll be the first hit by pitch of the game for Yancey, Jaden Yancey. That takes us to Casey Watts, the first baseman. So one on with nobody out. Yancey with the pitch, and it'll be low for ball one. We did see Lefevre in warming up, and this is going to cause a visit by the pitching coach for Idaho. We'll see if this is a straight-up visit or if this is going to be the ball handed over and it's just a straight-up visit. Folks, if you're looking to take a visit, relatives, maybe a mini vacation, maybe an extended vacation, get a hold of our friends over at Grand Slam Travel. Grand Slam Travel is your leader in accommodations. Mark Richardson over at Grand Slam Travel does a great job. If you just need a flight, he finds you the best flight, the most convenient flight for you. Hotels, right where you want to be in the center of action. Grand Slam Travel can be found on Facebook at Grand Slam Travel. Grand Slam Travel, a proud sponsor of the Missoula Prep Sports Network. So the visit is over. And Watts settles back in, 1-0 on the count with a runner at first and no outs. Idaho swinging into the lead. In the bottom of the fourth off of 3 runs. Alaska looking to retake the lead. Here's the pitch and bunt showing down the line to first, and the tag is not in time. Pitch thrown will get us even at 1 on the count as it was a strike. Watts settles in, and it's getting warm here at the ballpark. Here's the pitch, and it's low for ball 2. So 2-1 on the count. We're supposed to be not quite sure about today, but I know the next couple of days we're supposed to be touching 100 as this one swung on for strike 2. Currently sit at 90 degrees. Supposed to be at 96. Tomorrow 101, Friday 101, as we go to ball 3 to get a full count. So we'll have some warm air here in Missoula. It is that time of year, but Saturday we drop back down to the mid-80s. Just got to get through today, tomorrow, and Friday. That's all, folks. Here's the pitch, swung on, did have contact, keeps the batter alive at 3-2. Robert Cox in the on-deck circle with no outs and a runner at first for Alaska. Mountain View Toros of Idaho lead post 25 of Juneau 4-3. And the batter will call time. Here's the pitch. And the batter will be walked to put runners at first and second now. And that'll be the 3rd walk of the game for Yancey.
Number 32, Robert Cox.
So we go to Robert Cox with runners at first and second and no outs. Cox 2 for 2. Had an RBI his first at bat on a line drive double into left. Yancey trying to battle through. We did see the designated hitter for Idaho, Cale Lefevre, in the bullpen. as the first pitch is over the plate to Cox. But I'm sure managers are letting their pitchers pitch it out. It's not the first time that these young men have been in these situations on the bump, so experience lets the coaches do their thing, as this one's fouled off for strike 2. Owen Mendoza in the on-deck circle with runners at first and second for Alaska. And they take a moment to fish that one out as it bounced off the retaining wall in the bullpen and out into right field. So Cox to settle in with an 0-2 count. Billings Royals are in the complex. They have the game against Hawaii next as we get ball 1. Cox with a grounder into right field to get on last at bat. Here's the pitch. Check swing, and they're going to say it's over the plate, and out number 1 will be a strikeout. The first of the game for Yancey. Takes us to Owen Mendoza. And it looks like Rasmussen is out. There's the ball handed over, and we're going to see a new pitcher before Mendoza gets here. So, top of 5, Idaho leads Alaska 4-3. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week.
With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy good food and good times. With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we have a change out on the bump. Jaden Yancey is up. The designated hitter, Cale Lefevre, on the bump now for Idaho. So for Yancey, as we have Owen Mendoza at the plate for Alaska. 1 out, runners at first and second. Here's the first pitch, and it'll be over the plate for strike 1. For Yancey, it would be 4 1/3 innings, 1 strikeout, 3 walks, 1 hit, 3 runs off of 7 hits, 81 total pitches, 50 of which finding their way across the plate. Here's the 0-1, and we'll get even at 1. Mendoza 0 for 2. He would be a pop out, his first at bat, and a grounder to shortstop, his last. Here's the 1-1 by Lefevre. Ball 2. Phil Wall in the on-deck circle for Alaska with 1 out and runners at first and second. Alaska looking to retake the lead. They're down 4-3 after a 3-run inning in the bottom of the 4th for Idaho. And we get ball 3. Wall with the warm-up in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch, and we'll have a walk to load the bases with 1 out. So that'll take us to Phil Wall. Wall looks down the third base line, gets the signal, and settles in. The pitch, bunt showing, and it's going to be laid down. It'll be foul for strike 1. And the runner on third had the call to go, and he was at home plate before the ball came down on the bunt. Pitch and go is what they call that. So we settle back in, and here is the 0-1 from the right-hander. Upstairs for ball 1. Gabe Story in the on-deck circle for Alaska with 1 out and loaded bases. For Wall, he's 1 for 2. And he'll let that one come in for ball 2. A little bit of haze here in Missoula from fires from outside of the state. We don't have anything blown up too big. We do have a few fires, but this one's line drive. It's going to be fair on the line. Runner's home from third. Runner from second's around the corner third. He's on his way home. And the runner from first stands at third. The stand-up double will earn 2 runs for Alaska, and they retake the lead 5-4.
Number 4, Gabe Story.
And we go to Gabe Story. Juneau back in charge, 5-4, top of 5 with 1 out. Runners at second and third take their lead, and we've got Gabe Story, the center fielder, at the plate for Alaska. Bunt showing, and the runner at third is going to be stuck, and he's going to come down the line. The pitcher will get the tag, and that's out number 2. So Mendoza, a little greedy at third, was not able to get back in time, and 2 down with a runner at second now for Alaska. They have to earn 2 runs, though, to retake the lead 5-4. Here's the pitch. It's low for ball 1. Actually, I'm behind on the count with the confusion. The first pitch was a ball on the steal, on the pickle, on the bind, however you want to call it. That pitch will be foul backwards to get a strike 1. Next game is at 4. Last game of the day will be at 7. Next 2 games will be audio only on the stream. We will have the scoreboard up for you, so you'll be able to hold along with the scoreboard as the Royals go into the batting cages. Here's the pitch, and it's upstairs to get ball 3. Bottom of the order in the on-deck circle for Alaska. Here's the pitch. And we'll have a walk to put a runner at first and second for Alaska. And that'll be the second walk for Lefevre. That takes us to the bottom of the order to Bryson Echeverry, the left fielder. Echeverry 1 for 2 as he settles in and waits for the pitch. Up high for ball 1. So Idaho finding themselves behind after they swung in to take the lead. Low pitch. Gets us ball 2. Alaska last year when they were here, they would run into a tough one, as I believe they had Cheyenne the first game, and Cheyenne was ready to go. Here's the pitch, and we'll have strike 1. 2-1 on the count now to the man on the bottom of the order, Echeverry. The pitch. Upstairs, and it's 3-1. Idaho not wanting to load the bases up with 2 outs. Top of the order stands in the on-deck circle for Alaska. Here's the 3-1. And that will walk the batter to load the bases up for Alaska. So Alaska with 2 outs. And back-to-back walks. That'll bring out the catcher, and it looks like we've got movement going to the bullpen. Number 15, Alex Nailbeck. So we swing to the top of the order with loaded bases and 2 outs to Zeb Story. Shade starting to creep in over the home plate seating. Ogren Park faces the north. Kind of northeast, but more north. And here's the pitch. Right-hander will let it go. Left-hander will let it go by, and it'll be ball 1. Story, 1 for 3. A ground out into left field, his first at-bat. Bringing home a run, as we'll have strike 1. Donovan McCleary in the on-deck circle with 2 outs for Alaska, loaded bases. Here's the pitch. And it'll slide over the plate for strike 2. 1-2 on the count to the shortstop. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's going to be foul into the bullpen. Staying alive at 1-2. Loaded bases for Alaska. Top of the 5th, stretching out here for Idaho. As we have the leadoff batter on the inning in the hole, Michael Cesar. Leadoff batter on the inning, I should say. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Shortstop cannot get a glove on it. It's going to bounce away. Alaska will have a runner come in from third. The runner from second around the corner. And Alaska will pour 2 runs on. Are they going to mark that as an error to the shortstop? No, they put it down as a hit. And Alaska leads 7-4. And Donovan McCleary settles in. First pitch to the third baseman will be over the plate for strike one. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Alaska mounting a lead with 4 runs here in the top of the 5th. There's strike 2 to the third baseman. McCurley walked his first at bat, a bunt to reach his second, bunt down the first base line, and he had a fly out his last. This one was going to bounce to the second baseman. He'll pick it up on the hop, the toss to second, and that's the side. So Alaska 4 runs, 1 left on, and Juneau leads Mountain View 7-4. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you checked out the Garden of Eden video of the week at MPSN406.com? Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage and email us the video. Yours just might go viral. NPSN.com, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, a tint of childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton, Coleman Caton on the camera for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning where Alaska retook the lead 7-4 over Idaho. It is Riley Harris, the right fielder, number 9, to lead off. The 4, 5, 6 batters scheduled on the inning for Idaho. And Idaho warming up a new pitcher, number 15, Alex Neilbeck. And here is Phil Wall with the first pitch. He'll get the batter to swing for strike 1. Riley Harris would be at the plate when the last out would be tagged at first off the confusion. This one is to the first baseman, and he'll win the race to the bag. There's out number 1. Now we go to the first baseman, number 22, Matthew Reynolds. So Reynolds to settle in with 1 out and nobody on. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's popped up over second base. The center fielder races in to get it, and that's out number 2 in the glove. So now we go to Cale Lefevre, the pitcher. So 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of 5. Next game at 4. Here's the pitch, and it'll be low for ball 1. Ryan Larson, our plate umpire from right here in Missoula, Montana. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled off, and we'll be even at 1 on the foul ball. Phil Wall, 4 innings pitch. We'll say 4 2/3. 3 strikeouts, 2 hit, 2 batters hit, 1 run earned, or we should say 4 runs earned, off of 8 hits as we move to 1-2 on the count on the foul tip. Our 4 o'clock game will feature Wapaio, post 35 out of Hawaii, and the Billings Royals of Billings, Montana. Idaho and Montana up. Even at 2 on the count. To the pitcher. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and the pitcher is going to slide out of the way. It's going to roll into center field, and that will put a runner on with 2 outs for Idaho. Takes us to number 4, Isaiah Vega, the third baseman. So 2 outs and a runner at first for Idaho. They're down 7-4 to Alaska. And the wild pitch, the runner will stay at first, and we'll have ball 1. Charlie Tettinger in the on-deck circle with a runner at first and 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and it's inside to get us ball 2. Coach Ludman of Alaska has left Wall in. He has struggled, but like I said earlier, folks, this isn't the first time that these pitchers have been in this situation. This one's going to be hit to the shortstop. He'll pick it up on the roll. The throw to second, and that is the side. So it's Idaho, no runs, nobody left on. We go to the top of the 6th inning with Alaska leading 7-4. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we're at the top of the 6th inning, and Idaho has put in their new pitcher, Alex Nellebeck, number 15. So Lefevre is done. 29 total pitches for him, 14 of which went over the plate. 4 runs earned off of 1 hit. Scratch that, 2 hits. 2 walks in the 2/3 of an inning. So it is now the righty. Leading off, it is number 5, Michael Cesar, the catcher. Alaska 7, Idaho 4. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one is high into right field. It's got a lot of air underneath it, but the right fielder will be able to put it in the glove for out number 1. So the pop out to right field takes us to Casey Watts, the first baseman. Idaho looking to see if they can shut things down. Here's the pitch. Outside on the left-handed batter for ball 1. For Watts, he's been walked 2 of the 3 times he's been at the plate today. As we'll go to ball 2. Both walks came under the belt of Yancey. Here's the pitch. And we'll have strike one. That pitch takes us to strike two and evens out the count. Local Fox station, SWX, will have video coverage of the game. Next one coming up, they're setting up. This one's going to be hit into center field. It's got some air, but the center fielder is there. And that will be out number two. We now go to the right fielder, number 32, Robert Cox, with 2 outs, nobody on. Top of 6 in a 7-inning game. Last game with Oregon and Washington, we would see Washington swing into it and take the game in the top of the 7th. And the first pitch to Cox will be over the plate for strike one. Cox is 2 for 3, struck out. His last at bat, he would be the last batter that Yancey would see. Here's the pitch in the dirt. And we're even at 1. Owen Mendoza in the on-deck circle for Alaska. Glad to see these boys back this year. They were fun to have around last year. That one's going to be fouled straight back. Gets a strike two, so 1-2 on the count. I was not able to attend the banquet last night, but last year when I attended the banquet, the boys from Alaska, good sense of humor. Here's the pitch, and that'll be swung on. Pass ball. Strikeout will be the last out of the inning. So we go to the top of the 7th, where Idaho will look to earn runs to get back in. They're down, or bottom, I should say. Bottom of the 6th, right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, where Alaska leads Idaho. Mountain View Toros of Idaho 7-4. Alaska is post 25 out of Juneau. Phil Wall on the bump, and it is Charlie Tettinger, the catcher, first to bat, and he'll swing and foul off the first pitch for strike one. It's the 8-9 batters for the Toros here in the bottom of the 6th. Sun getting to its high point. The check swing will be to the third baseman. The throw to first is on target, and that is out number 1. So we go to the bottom of the order to the center fielder, number 3, Blake Jablonski. Jablonski's been successful. He is 2 for 2. An RBI and a run. First pitch will be off the knees of Cesar for ball 1. Top of the order in the on-deck circle with one out for the Toros. Nobody on. Here's the pitch. Bunt showing, and it'll be back into Cesar, the catcher, and we'll have an even count at 1. Both times Jablonski's been on, it's been a line drive to left field. The left fielder for Alaska is playing very deep. Center field up close and the right fielder up close. As the pitch will come in for ball 2. This one is into the glove of the shortstop, off the bat for out number 2. Nice play by Zeb Story at short for Alaska. So 2 down. We swing to the top of the order to Braxton Mills. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to bounce out to the second baseman. He'll pick it up on the hop. The throw to first is on target. And it's 1-2-3 for the Toros in the bottom of the 6th. Top of 7 coming up right after this. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to Allegiance Field at Ogren Park. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network, joined by my handy-dandy cameraman, Coleman Caton, for today. This is the last video stream game we will have on the day. We will have audio of the 4 and 7 o'clock games, but our local TV affiliate getting the rights to video for just these 2 games. So stay tuned. We'll have the 4 and 7, but you'll be able to get audio here. The best call of all games right here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We go to the top of the 7th inning, where Alaska leads Idaho 7-4. Juneau post 25, and Mountain View Toros out of Idaho. Winner moves on and plays the winner of our 7 o'clock game between Cheyenne and Missoula. This one is hit hard and high into center field. Center fielder with the back pedal and with a backhanded catch, an Odell Beckham-style football catch, we have out number 1. It is Alex Nellybeck on the bump for Idaho. We go to the pitcher now, number 18, Phil Wall. One out, nobody on. Top of 7. Here's the pitch, and it's over the plate for strike 1. For Wall, he's 2 for 3. Had a line drive down the first base line his last at bat that scored him a double, and he came around for a run. Here's the pitch, and that one will find the hole in right field. It rolls out, and Alaska will have a runner at first with 1 on. Takes us to Gabe Story, the center fielder. Our hour and 43 minutes into the game. 1:03 was first pitch. Here's this pitch, and it'll get away for ball one. Good job by Tentinger to keep the ball in front of him. Our catchers today, so far in the 2 games that we've had, all 4 catchers have done a great job of keeping the ball in front of them. Here's the 1-0 by Nilibek. And we'll be inside for ball 2. For Gabe Story, he is 1 for 2 with a walk. He had a line drive into right field. The first run scored of the game is in the pocket of Gabe Story. Here's the 2-0, and it's swung on. Foul. This one will go into the general seating down the first base line, and we'll have strike 1. We've got Lifelight. We've got Community Medical Center, or St. Pat's Medical Center, across the river from us. And Lifelight, the helicopter coming in for a landing. Hope whoever is in there, hopefully it's just a routine landing and there's nobody in there. I always like to make sure everybody's safe. 2-1. This one's hit into right field, and it'll hop in front of the right fielder to put runners at first and second with 1 out for Alaska. That'll bring us to the bottom of the order for Juneau, to Bryson Echeverry. Echeverry settling in. He was walked his last at bat. 1 out, 2 on. Runners at first and second, taking their lead. Here's the pitch. And we'll have ball 1. Echeverry, 1 for 2 with his walk. He would have a line drive into center field in the second inning, his first at bat. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit. Second baseman can get to it. He's going to bobble it, picks it up. The throw to first is just ahead of the runner for out number 2. That will move the bases. As runners stand at second and third now with 2 outs, and we come to the top of the order for Alaska. Zeb Story. Story. He is 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. He's got runners at second and third. The pitch. Swung on. This one's into right field. The right fielder's there. It's in the glove, and that's a side. So Idaho holds off Alaska. 2 runners left on. We go to the bottom of the 7th where it's all or nothing for the Toros. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning where Alaska leads Idaho 7-4, and it is the 2-3-4 batters scheduled up for the Mountain View Toros. Mountain View Toros managed by Matt Rasmussen. And Alaska with a group chat on the bump before John Wall will try to get through 3 and get the win for Alaska. So John Wall and post 25 out of Juneau standing in the way of Idaho. Here's the pitch, and it's inside, and Wall will hit the first batter of the inning for Idaho to put a runner on. And that'll be the third time that Wall has tagged somebody. We go to Carson Smith, the second baseman now. And the first pitch to Smith is in the dirt for ball 1. Smith 1 for 3, struck out his last at bat. Reached off a grounder to right field, his last. Here's the 1-1 by Wall. And that'll slide over the plate. Actually, that was 1-0. Now we're at 1-1. Nobody out, a runner at first for Idaho. Here's the pitch, and that one's across the knees for ball 2. We have seen no movement in the Alaska bullpen, and we've had one visit on the day by the Alaska pitching coach. So they're letting Wall just play through this. When you get to this part of the tournament, folks, or this part of the season, your pitchers have seen just about everything. And so sometimes it's best just to let them deal. Here's the 2-1, and it'll slide over the plate to get us to strike 2. Riley Harrison in the on-deck circle for Idaho with 1 on and nobody out. Brian Larson, our plate umpire. Bottom of 7. Here's the 2-2, and we'll have a full count. Next game at 4. Last game of the day is at 7. The 4 o'clock game, Hawaii and Montana. 7 o'clock game will be Wyoming and the Missoula Mavericks, the host from Montana. Here's the 3-2, and the batter will get walked to put runners at first and second, and the coach standing at the top of the stairs wants time. He's going to go check in with Wall. And that'll be, I'm going to double check my stats here. That's only the second walk of the game by Wall. And the infield will come in and converse with the pitching coach. Runners at first and second, and they're looking to go away with the 7-4 win as Brian Larson breaks up the huddle. So Riley Harrison, the right fielder, at the plate now. He's 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch his second at bat in the second inning.
Number 9, Riley Harrison.
Harrison to settle in. I do like these Toros colors, except for the socks. The first pitch will be outside for a ball. Socks are too much like Chicago Bear colors. The bright orange top, I like that. Here's the 1-0, and we'll go 2-0 on the outside pitch. So Wall starting to slip here in the bottom of the 7th. He wants a new ball, and Brian Larson will oblige. Billings Royals, they've finished up in the batting cages. They're hanging out in the sun down the third base line, and Hawaii now warming up. That one swung on to get a strike 1. Matthew Reynolds in the on-deck circle for Idaho. 1 on and no outs. Runners at first and second, so 2-1. And we'll get 3-1 on the count. No movement in the bullpen for Alaska. They're going to let Wall just battle through here. And we'll get foul back to get us a full count at 3-2. Phil Wall, a super senior. He graduated in 2017. This one's going to be smacked down the first base line. It's deep. Runner's around second, is around third on his way home. They're going to hold the runner from first up at third as the throw home is made, and Idaho will have a run on the board here in the bottom of the seventh off the ripper down the first base line, and they're going to go ahead and make a switch on the mound, I think, here. The ball's handed over, the handshake, and that is it for Wall. So we'll step aside. When we come back, we'll have a new pitcher on the bump for Alaska. They lead 7-5 over Idaho. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week.
With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy good food and good times. With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network, as we've got
Number 22, Matthew Reynolds.
Donovan McCurley on the bump now. For Alaska at the plate, it's Matthew Reynolds. This one's popped straight backwards to get a strike one. So for Wall, 6 1/3 innings, 3 struck out, 2 walks, 3 hit batters. As we have this pitch come in, it's fouled off to get a strike 2. There were 5 runs earned off of 10 hits. Wall would throw a total of 95 pitches, 67 of which were over 61 over the plate. This one's into right field. There's the tag at third, the run home. Runner from second advances, and Idaho will make it 7-6 with 2 outs. No, that's only 1 out. And now we go to Nellebeck, the pitcher, Alex Nellebeck. 1 out, tying run at third. Here's the pitch, and it'll be low for ball 1. Donovan McCurley coming in from left field. And this one is going to be rolls all the way into left field. The runner will score. And Idaho has tied it at 7. So we go to Isaiah Vega. And the first pitch to Vega will be a ball. So tied at 7, top of 7. Idaho looking to get the walk-off win with 1 out on the board and a runner at first. This one's popped backwards to even us out at 1. Swung on, and we'll have strike 2. That one, he was going yard on it, was Vega. Vega 1 for 2 with a walk, 2 runs. Here's the 1-2. And this one's just kind of lobbed over to first to get the runner to stick. 1 down, 1 on. Idaho swinging back here to tie it up at 7 in the bottom of the 7th, looking to add more as we go up high on the pitch for ball 2. Even at 2. Next game scheduled for 4. Last game we would stretch out and just get in on time. Check swing, and Brian Larson will rip the phone book for out number 2. That takes us to Charlie Tettinger, the catcher. So Tettinger will settle in with 1 on. Tie game at 7, bottom of 7. Idaho swinging back here in the bottom of the 7th as the first pitch will give us ball 1. Bottom of the order in the on-deck circle. For Idaho. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on. Fouled off, evens us off at 1. For Tettinger, he is 1 for 3. Had a grounder into right field a second at bat that he put a run on. So he is 1 for 3 with a run. Throw back to first. This one's hucked over there with a little bit more heat. Pitch, and runner's going to go. The throw to second, nobody's there. Second baseman gets there just in time. And Idaho will have a runner at second now. Pitch thrown was a ball. Blake Jablonski in the on-deck circle for Idaho with 2 outs and a runner at second. Here's the 2-1 by McCurley. Swung on. This one's in the gap. It's got some legs. It will go, and it will land. Runner from second is around the corner of third. He walks across, and Idaho will get the walk-off win. So Alaska held on as long as they could, but could not hold off, and Idaho gets the win on the walk-off. 8-7. 4 runs here in the bottom of the 7th. So Alaska gets their 7 runs off 11 hits, 1 error, and they would hang 8 on for Idaho. It's 8 runs off of 12 hits, 1 error, and 3 left on. Next game is at 4, folks. Thanks for tuning in for Alaska versus Idaho. We'll talk to you in about 1 hour.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.